Hello, back again. So today I'm going to be showing you how to bend or make an arc out of text or font. I'm going to do this out of the Polymaker logo, but you can do this with any font or text. So to begin with, I'm going to make this logo. So I'm going to copy this logo into my favorite website that I mention about every single day. So if I go into vectorizer.ai, if you do want to use this website, please use my affiliate link. It is at shirtle.com/links. You can just scroll down to the vectorizer right here, click my link, and then if you get your subscription from there, it'll help me out tremendously. So what I'm going to do with that is throw my Polymaker logo. I've already done this, but I'm going to do it again just to throw my Polymaker logo in here. Pretty cut and dry, simple, easy peasy, that fast. That's how quickly you can get a SVG. I don't need that anymore. So what I'm going to do now is take this and open up Affinity Designer. And if you don't have Affinity Designer, I mean, I highly recommend it, but it's a very cheap alternative to Adobe Illustrator. It's not free, but I mean, there's other ones like Inkscape that you can figure out how to do this in Inkscape as well. But I'm going to be doing this on Affinity Designer 2. So I'm going to take this word mark, copy it, throw it into my 250 millimeter square template. I'm going to shrink this down. If you get the free play scaling, just hold down Shift and it will scale it properly. So I'm going to scale it down and then center align this. Okay, you see how the letters are all center aligned? What you need to do with this is create a group out of it. Make sure all of them are selected, group, and now it's showing it as one piece. Now I can center align it, apply it. From here, okay, let me go ahead and put some text to show you as well. Polymaker. We're going to center this one as well. Okay, so I have the SVG and then I also have text. So you can do this with either one. I'm going to select SVG and then we're going to come down here to this little spider web looking warp group button. Click that and then we're going to go arc horizontal. Okay, from here you can already see it's making the rainbow shape. And then if you want it to do more or less or the opposite direction, come up here to where it says value. And then you can just drag it back and forth. If you do it 100%, it's going to go 180 degrees. But if you do this, it's going to stretch and skew your letters. So let me show you here. You can see if this thing is all the way, it's still legible, but it's stretched and skewed to a point to where it doesn't really look like the logo anymore. So I'm going to go back to this warp group and click on the icon right here. If you click on the name right here, it's not going to give you the option up here right away. So if you click on the icon, it'll give you back this value that you can edit. I'm going to do about that. It looks good. Okay, so from here, since I already have this made into a SVG, I can export it as is and then import that into Fusion. So with the font, the text, I'm going to click this and then same thing, I'm going to do the warp group and then go arc horizontal. Same thing, value, I think it was about 50%. And then, so the trick with the text, if you export this as a SVG, it's going to export it as a font rather than shapes. So let me show you how to export that properly. So you go File, Export, and under SVG, you're going to want, there's a, on Designer 2, there's a tick box right here, Export Text as Curves. You can do that, and it'll make all of these independent shapes rather than text. If you export a custom font or some font you downloaded off the internet and then throw this into another software, it's not going to recognize that font, and it's going to use a default font. So you want to export this as curves. Another one is there is a export okay, right here, export text as curves right here. It's the same thing. So you can export that and then import it into Fusion. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Fusion and show you how I made this. Just the same as any typical lightbox. And let me go ahead and take back the timeline to the sketch. So what I did is I imported the text, and then I did a 1x1, I did an offset on this. Here, I'll go ahead and show you, edit sketch. I did an offset on these, -5. I did a 5mm offset on this, enter, offset from the O, -5. And I did this all the way around the entire deal. And then I went ahead and fixed some curve pinch points, like these sharp points right here. I deleted these sharp points and I added this rounded edge right here. So after doing that and editing the sketch, went through the entire thing. Let me undo that so it doesn't mess up my model. Finish sketch. Once you go through that, you just go through the typical lightbox stuff that I've showed you in all the other videos. Nothing out of the norm on these. Go through the entire thing. Let me turn off the sketch. And this is what it came out looking like. So you can do this with any font or text or whatever, if you're using Affinity Designer and using a SVG to throw into Fusion. And that's a simple ARC tutorial on how to make a ARC style lightbox. And obviously you're going to want to export the components the same as we do any other tutorial, but I'm not going to show you all that because I've showed you a million times. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. So if you like this, please leave a thumbs up. I would like to do more Affinity Designer style tutorials. That way you can throw these into Fusion. I use Affinity Designer along with Fusion every single day, so I use it a ton for editing and making my designs. All right, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe on YouTube. If you would like to support me, go to shirtle.com and sign up for my subscription. That would also be greatly appreciated and help me out. Thank you.